So yesterday we put together two entire systems for under $1,500 at a high-end audio show, which is incredible. But today we're gonna kind of go to the opposite end of the pendulum swing. I already know my first integrated amplifier, okay? And I know it's gonna be a little cliche because I talk about these guys all of the time, but I absolutely love it. I've kind of refused to actually review it because I know I'm gonna want it. But it is, of course, the awesome, the one, the only, the beautiful Advance Paris A12 Classic. The thing about it is, this is basically a dual mono amp, so everything's separated. So you have a power supply on the left channel, you have a power supply on the right channel, and it's got a ton of stuff in it. Now we are going to add a DAC, because while the DAC inside is good, there are better options out there that aren't really that, it's not crazy expensive to add a really good, better DAC. We may even find a new phono preamp, but I love this thing. SVS Ultra Evolution 4 8-inch woofers. So two 8-inch woofers on the front, two 8-inch woofers on the back. Curved front baffle for time alignment. Really impressive. And they're coming in at $5,000. I haven't really looked into the other towers in the Ultra Evolution series, but they have a 6.5-inch version with four 6.5-inch woofers, two on the front, two on the back. Those are coming in at $4,000, and then the 5.25-inch version is coming in at $3,000 or $2,000. Anyway, for what you get, it's actually really impressive. So I haven't seen those in real life, so pretty impressed. So that would be on the short list for a speaker at $5,000. A12 Classic, all right, $37.99. All right, I still want a DAC though, a good DAC, and I know it's going to be a bit contrived. I know. Hey, how you doing? I know it's going to be probably not a huge surprise, but when you got the best, you got the best. And hey, Z.
Oh, nice leather jacket.
Look at this.
Did you get that in Ohio?
No, it's from New York.
Oh, I got mine in Ohio. Mark Buchanan, made in Korea.
No, this
Someone
one's made
probably
in New
died in
Jersey.
it.
This one's made in New Jersey.
It looks like a Jersey cows. It looks like Jersey cows.
All right, I gotta finish this video.
Go.
Stop bothering me, Z.
Get out of my
God.
way.
God. All right, so totally contrived. You probably already know it's coming, but it's of course gonna be. I made Gishelli Labs Daisy. Where's the Daisy?
Daisy is in that.
Daisy's in here. All right. All right, so it's the Daisy, but I'm putting 8 Sparkos op in. All right, what was it? All right, here we go. We got the main. What would a Daisy cost with 8 Sparkos op in?
Oh my God, you're asking me. You gotta ask Sherry.
Come on, man.
You gotta ask Sherry.
You don't know?
I don't know. I
Is
don't
it
know.
$17,000?
No, it's not 17. It's probably something.
Probably like 2 though.
No. Way less.
Way less than 2?
Way less than 2. Way less.
With
Sherry.
Sparkos.
With Sparkos.
All right.
$25.90. Go ask Sherry.
I'm gonna ask Sherry.
Hey, Randy.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, man, how's it going? All right,
Glad
let
to
me
see
finish this. I'll be right back. All right, Sherry, good quick question. All right, what is a daisy with 8 Sparkos op amps? What does that cost?
What are aluminum? I mean,
Aluminum. So the cheapest one.
plexi. So the
Plexi.
plexi starts at 1,200,
Okay.
and then the 8 mono Sparkos 2590. So you're gonna add an extra 479.99.
Okay, so can you do the math? I can't do that. Come on, what's it, 11 or 1,200?
And it's 12 plus 479.
Oh, let's just call it
1679.
60.
Is that right?
All right, let's just call it 1700.
But they can order them directly from Sparkos, who usually has a pop-up coupon that comes
Yeah?
up.
Okay.
And so you don't have to buy them from us. You buy them from
All right, so we're gonna say 1,700 plus the integrated amp, so that's plus 3, that's 4,700, and then 8, so that's 5,500. Okay. Speakers, we're gonna choose between 2 of them, so it's either gonna be the SVS, the Ultra Evolution, the big giant ones, which are $5,000, or it's gonna be pretty much everything's already in the Gishelli room, or it's gonna be the acoustic energy, the ones they have in here. Let me get a model number. All right, it's gonna be the acoustic energy AE250. At this point, they're both like 5,000. So at this point, we're 10,500. So now we got to go upstairs, all the way upstairs. I'll be back down here by 6. All right, so we got to go all the way upstairs. And again, this is going to be another contrived choice. Gino, say hello.
Hey, I'm with
All right.
Randy Ramon.
Come on, this is a great jacket. They're making fun of my jacket, but I love this jacket. The streamer is going to be EXN. There's too many X's with Cambridge stuff. EXN 100. It's a new streamer. It's $1,800. What kind of DAC chips is it having it?
ESSC.
Okay, 9038 Q2M, but it's got all this stuff. So it's got balanced out, it's got optical out, all the stuff, right? Okay. So now, Stream Magic, that's right, Stream Magic. Now we are at $10,500 plus $1,800. So that's 12,500 minus 200 would be 12,300. Am I doing my math right? All right, my math is right. Okay, so it's expensive, right? Still need to find a turntable. You have any ideas on turntables? I mean, the go-to is like this, by the way, this is old guy hi-fi Ed, who knows more specs about Cambridge than the Cambridge people know. So, what should we go with, the Michelle Techno deck?
No, actually, if you want, go ahead to Kiak. Has got one of their direct drive balanced turntables.
Oh, this is a cost no option.
This
Okay,
was- that's an expensive turntable.
all right, cost no option. I know what I'm going for. No, I'm going Michelle Gyro SE.
I think they got.
And they have one in Gishelli. Back to everything, all roads lead back to Gishelli.
They do.
Yeah, people see it. So that's it. That's the turntable. Now we have to figure out how much the turntable costs. Because I'm putting together kind of like my no compromises system. And we're already at $15,000, Sherry. So now we have to figure out how much the Gyro SE is. Yeah,
It is.
how you doing?
Man, I love your channel.
Oh, hold on, let me get that. I'm gonna turn it around. All right, so we 5,300. We're pushing 20 grand at this point, and I don't even think it has a cartridge. All right, so we're just gonna stop. But there's still some values in here. The Daisy, that's coming in at 1,700 with Sparkos op amps. The Cambridge Audio, that streamer's 1,800. So I mean, we're talking crazy. Now I know that the Advanced Paris A12 Classic coming in at $3,700 or $3,800 Sounds super expensive, but it can be a preamp, and it has a DAC, and it has HDMI, and it has subwoofer out, but it also has preamp out. So if you ever want to use it as a preamp, it can. But you can start spending some money real quick on stuff that I would consider to be even, I don't know, somewhat reasonably priced products. We're hunting down some 17-year-old kid that's making two-way speakers that are supposed to be pretty awesome. If we go over here, we can go upstairs. All right, young man. Who are you? What do you do?
Hello, my name is Luca Chesky, and I'm the CEO and founder of Chesky Audio.
And how old are you?
17 years old.
17 years old. All right. So you have a two-way speaker in there.
Correct.
Coming in at $498 a piece. Are they direct to customer? Or are they going to
Direct to customer.
Okay. Direct. And where can people find them?
www.cheskyaudio.com.
Chesky Audio. And your father, he does all the recordings, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you've probably heard of Chesky Records. You've probably heard of Steve Gutenberg talking about them. I know I've gotten a few copies. Beautiful recordings. Well, now you have second generation. Not only making the music, first gen, second gen, you're going to hear the music. All right. So a couple. Now, you don't need to go through the whole spiel, but tell me why your speakers are good.
So at the end of the day, it's with the cabinet. I use a new kind of cabinet technology that I developed. And essentially what it's going to do is lower the resonance of the cabinet and make it super stiff and inert, which is going to give it a sound stage 10 times the size of the speaker.
10 times. All right, so what's your name?
Luca Chesky.
Luke?
Luca.
Luca. All right, Luca Chesky, the next big name in speaker manufacturing. Go check him out, cheskyaudio.com, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. Thank you. Dude, these are works of art.
Thank you.
Tell us, who are you and why did you make something so pretty?
Well, we're Eastern Bay Sound, which is a brand new speaker company local to the Chesapeake Bay. We jokingly say farm to table speakers. So we design it locally with the nautical themes. We get a local mill to mill the wood, and we use local wood crafters to craft it together. And it's all wood, not MDF or particle board. And so it's solid like a block of wood, it sounds like.
Is that Baltic birch? Or what?
It's Baltic birch on the inside, and then it's walnut, cherry, and maple on the outside. So it's like a box within a box. And these things will reach 45 hertz, pretty flat, as a stand mount speaker. So they really breathe well. We love them. And
Is it a transmission line or what?
It's a type of transmission line. Yeah, it's a void pipe. So it's a type of transmission line. It's a tapered transmission line.
Okay.
So it helps accentuate the bass a little bit more there.
And what driver do you have going on?
This is a Mark Audio CHR 90 driver. It's a 5.5-inch driver. So
full range, right?
It's a full range driver. Yep.
Okay.
And we're pretty sensitive here. We're about 89 dB, and we're driving them in this room with a 20-watt tube amp. So it'll fill up this room with a 20-watt tube amp just fine.
What is this subwoofer down here?
That's our sub. We turn it off because we don't really need it in this room. So we have a sub too.
Is it passive or powered?
It is passive.
Okay.
People can put a mini DSP or whatever, however they want to do it. And it's going to reach down into the 30s and the upper 20s then if you do the sub. But in this room, I think it's fine without it.
Yeah. And what do they cost, and how do people get them?
They're $14.50 for a pair.
That's not bad at all. Just for a piece of art, like this is worth $14.50. Let alone it actually makes sound.
We think they're great. We're online. We're direct to consumers. EasternBaySound.com, and you can go in there and reserve. We got a production run in spring, so we're going to get demand. You can put a $100 refundable deposit on, and then when we know how much wood to buy and how many craftsmen to get going, and we'll produce a bunch of speakers in spring.
Very awesome. Are you ever going to make it two-way? Tell me, please. Come on,
Yes.
make it two-way.
Yes.
All right.
Next year, there will be a floor standing two-way.
Floor stand. What about a bookie? Come on, we need a bookshelf.
Yeah, maybe.
Come on,
we can
Bob.
talk.
All right.
If you want to be in the design process, I would be happy to include you.
Oh, I'm the wrong guy. All right, Buff, good to see you. Eastern
Thanks.
Bay Sound. Go check them out.